Here I am. I think I'm live, but here I am in St. Helens in beautiful Tasmania. Mate, what a place. Now, I hope this Wi-Fi is working. Yep. It's supposed to be free Wi-Fi. And which means I could walk around the park with it, but it's pouring rain. We've got kids playing in the background. Yeah, crikey. No kids, go away. Bloody kids. At least they're having fun in the rain. Ooh. Oh, mate. Whew, talk about exhausting. Been having so much fun down here. Oh, first time I've had to put my glasses on. We're at the Tasmanian. I'll probably show you. No, I can't show. But at the Tasmania something. It's a park. It's a caravan park, but we've got a cabin. I'll show you inside, but Alyssa's in there taking a nap. So I thought, oh well, I was going to say good day to my mates and say all about how the holiday is going. And so far, mate, it's yesterday was the first time it's rained, and then it was a bit rainy today, but then I find up we went on a pretty big walk, an unexpected walk, and then it's just started pouring rain again. But hopefully tomorrow it'll clear up and she'll be right. Hobart was pretty cold, but today was 18, which is cold, but I just had my t-shirt on. I was just walking around in my t-shirt. I've gotten used to the cold, but it is very humid. So it's 18 and humid, so it's more like a 20 sort of. But I have been enjoying this James Boag's draft. I don't know if we can buy it in cartons up in Brisbane, but mate, these things are very easy to drink. And yeah, no real hangover either, which is pretty good. Can't complain with that. No, I don't think it's watch the news, so I've got no idea what's going on. The only thing I can do is skulls. Oh no, the rain's blowing in. I was trying to make it. There's the hire car. It's got a bit of a funny thing in the front right. Where's your sitting front driver's side wheel? It's done it twice now, but it's like the what do they call it? The ABS goes and it feels like the wheel's sticking or something. It does it for some reason. But besides that, we just took it off. I just took it through caning it through some bush tracks before, and driving through all these muds and puddles and down to a beach. I could have driven along the beach too, I reckon. But no, it's been really nice. It's comfortable and cruise control and it's really good. Nice, very nice. I'm not sure if I get one, but very comfortable car. It's a rental car. It's already been flogged, so I'm just keeping up with traditions. Goes like when you're going up a hill. Mate, Tasmania is so hilly. It's just like there's not a straight road in Tasmania. It's like this the whole way, and then you get these really long hills. Mate, this thing just flies up. It's like effortless going up hills. I don't know what size engine's in it, a 2.5 or something. Yeah, I like to tell those kids keep it down. They're in shorts and t-shirts and riding scooters. Yeah, we went to Port Arthur. $47 per person to get into Port Arthur. I nearly walked away. I was going, and they say, oh, that includes a tour, a guided tour, and also the boat cruise. I said, what if I just want to walk in there? They said, it's still $47. So I begrudgingly went in. I'd been there as a kid, but yeah, it's a very impressive place. There's memorials there, and there's lots of old stuff. Might even have a brick in my pocket from them. Bricks lying everywhere, convict made. Must be somewhere else. Smoke a cone. Have you got some? No, I'm not living in Tassie. I'm just down here on holidays. The oysters looked awesome. Is that my new shorts video? Oh mate, I don't like oysters either. That's like I've had some oysters before and I haven't really enjoyed them. But those oysters were like butter. Mate, you just slurped on them and they just dissolved in your mouth. They were good. A bit expensive. There was one place we drove past selling a dozen oysters for $16, and I was like, oh, we've got to stop in there on the way back, but yeah, we weren't going that way back. So then we had to spend $30. $30. Bloody hell. They only last like 2 seconds. Favourite meal, mate, the food down here is really nice. Like, we haven't had like anything bad yet. Even we just went and had a pizza. That was really nice. It was a bit cold, but it was very nice. We've done a few bits of cooking. We've done a few fancy dinners. We've also at that seafood where we got the oysters there, we bought some salmon, and it was $10 a piece, but they were pretty big pieces. And we went home, we had that for dinner that night, cooked it up, mate. It was insanely good. Like, it was way better than the salmon we get in Brisbane, that's for sure. It looked different. It was much brighter colour, and when you cut it, it was just flaked in sheets. Oh man, it was so good. We're gonna have to try and get some more salmon and cook that up at some stage. Is Tassie expensive? Yeah. Free gun shootout. It's Queensland's going underwater. 80 to 120 mils predicted for Brucey tomorrow. Oh, that's good. At least the garden will get some water. Is Tassie expensive? Some things are. No, I was really surprised. Like some of the takeaway shops were quite reasonable. The thing that I found here is the serving sizes are much bigger. Like you might pay the same, but they're much bigger serving sizes down here. So that's been really good because we'll just share something instead of forking out, $50 for 2 people and then only eating half of it. We just get one. Yeah, the serving sizes are good. The thing I have noticed down here is the roads. They're very, like, it'll be 100. There's no way you should be doing 100 on those roads, mate. I'm amazed there's not more accidents, but there's hardly any cars on the road. But you can just drive for ages and not see another car. If you go to like a spot mate, you're walking, you're on the beach by yourself. Like there's no one around. But yeah, the roads are really small, really tiny as well. They're not like wide. They're like the main highway is pretty, just two lane, like one lane each way. Pretty skinny, and it's either 40 or 110 or something. And these winding roads, mate. If you had a sports car, you'd be loving it. That thing handles pretty well, so yeah, it's been good so far. The old Forester. That rain, it just poured rain and gave it a little bit of a wash. I was wanting to get a hose underneath the wheel arches to get rid of all the mud from doing a bit of dirt riding, mate. But I haven't even had a sip of this beer yet. Crikey. And do you know what? They've even got mozzies down here. Is that one there? It's a bloody mozzie, mate. They've got mozzies and they're like this big. And they just swarm. I thought there'd be no mozzies, but that's it. There's hardly any insects otherwise. Not too many insects. Not too many fish. Like when you go down the beach, there's not too many fish. Like normally you see fish on the Goldie, like in little creek things everywhere, but I haven't seen any. Anyway, cheers. Mother's milk. Sounds like the west of Ireland. Oh, Dan. Yeah, the coastline here is phenomenal. We went on, where was it? No, maybe too many places now, but you just walk along this track, go to the lookout, and your jaw just drops. You're like, wow. I've just said, no, we've said wow like a dozen times already. Just at some of the wow things that we've seen. Just amazing. Went up at the top of Mount Wellington, started snowing, mate. You couldn't have picked a better, more perfect thing. Started snowing up the top of Mount Wellington. We just watched the temperature on the car just drop. It was 15 degrees in Hobart, and it just kept going down and down and down as we went up. And then this stuff started hitting the windscreen. We're going, oh my God, is that snow? We couldn't believe it. It was so awesome. Hopefully this rain will be gone tomorrow, and then we're heading to Launceston. Tomorrow there's an old mate of mine I'm going to catch up with. So that'll be good. Rolo is up in Brisbane. I haven't seen. They don't even have McDonald's or KFCs down here. So, oh, thanks, Christy Tran. Oh, US. Thanks, Christy. Hi, Greg. Have you ever been to Texas? Any kind of food that's your favourite, or you've always wanted to try from there? I did go to Texas once, but we drove through the top of it overnight, so I didn't even get to go there properly, unfortunately, Christy. What's my favourite food? But I would love to go to Texas, though. And I'd love a nice big steak. Actually, do they have like prairie oysters or something down there? They do something down there, I'm sure. But I'd like to go to Texas and have a nice big steak. Actually, I hope we're going to have we've had some great steaks here. Yeah, what did we do? Oh yeah, we just went to that pub. I did a shorts on it. And the steak, the guy sitting next to us was eating one. I was like, oh gee, that looks all right. I said, how was it? And he got his medium rare. But it just looked perfect. And it was a rump. So we got that. We shared that. That was only like $22 or something, and we shared it. Yeah. like there's I haven't seen anything really that expensive down here. The accommodation's pretty expensive, and that car, it's a hire car. And I got a semi decent one because I didn't want a poxy little thing. I wanted something big and comfortable so I could sit up high and look around. But Christy, I want a steak when I go to Texas, medium, with a crust on the outside, if I can. Ooh. 13 and windy for Hobart tomorrow. We'll be in Launceston tomorrow. Launceston. So if you can let me know what Launceston's weather is going to be, that'd be good. Snack popcorn, chicken and chocolate mousse for $4.95. Yeah. Have a steak in Nebraska. Beef capital of the world? Jeez, I don't know, mate. I thought casino was. And then I also thought unless that was beef capital of Australia. Plenty of cows down here. Plenty of roadkill too, mate. You're driving along, every kilometre there's a dead wallaby. There's always a dead wallaby. It could have been a quokka. I might have seen a dead quokka today. And I saw we walked along this track, and there was this echidna that had been upended, and something had eaten its guts out. So I don't know what did that. But we saw some seagulls chasing an eagle as well today. That was interesting. Saw this big flock of pelicans flying over. Never seen a flock of them flying in formation. They were big too, those birds. Oh, piece of rain blowing in. Crikey. I have to get in this corner, even though there's not much to see out here, but there's some nice trees around in Tasmania. Like the flora down here, like this, it's flowering like crazy. It's just beautiful. Oh, we keep looking at property prices, and we're always like, oh, wouldn't it be great to... It's a bit cold down here, but I'm already sort of used to the cold, which is a bit funny for me. But yeah, if you're a fisherman, and you like cold weather, mate, there are so many properties that just have ocean views. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, some of these houses down here. Beautiful old houses. Up on the mountain, overlooking the most beautiful coastline you've ever seen. Oh, mate. It's just beautiful. No, I haven't been to any distilleries yet, but mate, every 5 kilometres there's another distillery. There's distilleries galore. Oh, there's these big gum trees up here. Yeah, that one there is massive. I reckon it'd be 20 metres. 20 metres tall, that one. It is huge. Woo. Yeah, if it wasn't raining, I could go for a bit of a walk around. But it's a bit wet, unfortunately. 15 and cloudy. That's all right, as long as it's not raining, we'll be right. Top beer, mate. This is a great beer. I don't think they sell it in Brisbane, the James Boakes Draft. Mate, it's a session ale. It's fucking easy to drink. Okay, yeah, mate, you can smash 10 of these before you even felt drunk. And by that stage, it's 10 p.m. and you're just passing. It was 27 yesterday and humid. how's the public transport? Well, I wouldn't want to be catching it. I'm sure there is some, but we've got a hire car, so we don't even have to worry about um, catching a ride. Just jump in the old Forester. Away we go. Yeah, it was raining this morning. Then it got all fine, and now it's raining again. Ah, well, what do you do? What do you do, folks? I'll probably sit out here, get some of that beautiful Tasmanian backdrop. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would move from here up to the mainland. Bloody hell. It is. Cascade. Yeah, Cascades. I've been buying all the local beers. So whenever I go to the pub and we grab something, I always get whatever. It's usually a Cascade or something. Oh, this bloody rain's blowing in. Should stop raining. Pain in the ass. The two-headed folk, Tasmania. One thing I do notice down here is, like when you're talking to, every Tasmanian, you can tell a Tasmanian because I got a nose ring and a Subaru. Like every Tasmanian, and I'm not just generalising, every Tasmanian has a Subaru. Like every second car. So not everyone. Every second Tasmanian has a Subaru and a nose ring. We have seen some country folk, very nice, but they all speak so like eloquently and correctly. And when I'm speaking, they say, "Yes, how are you today?" Blah blah blah. And when I hear myself talking, I think, "Oh my God, I sound like a Darrow." Yeah, crikey. I've been to South Australia, yep. Went down there. One of my favourite places I've ever been to is Kangaroo Island. That was like one of the best places I've ever been. Actually, there's supposed to be seals down there. I haven't even seen a seal yet. I don't even think we're going to see a seal. I've seen some dolphins swimming and an eagle. Seen some saw a wallaby today on one of the dirt tracks. Heaps of roadkill. But yeah, no whatever. No seals. Stubbies. You have two nose rings. Oh, there was thunderstorm. Wow. Deal. What? G'day. It's fucking raining. We went to, we did get some awesome weather when we went to Wineglass Bay, and that was beautiful. Perfect weather. It was only 16 or something, but we did this. We were like, "Oh, we'll do the track. How long does the track go for?" "Oh, I think it's like 10K." So I was thinking, "Oh God, a 10K hike," and it's like, this. And we were like, "Oh, geez, I don't know." But we thought, look, we've got all day. We can just take it easy. Nearly killed us. And I lost my jumper. I left it in Wineglass Bay. I had this jumper, and I put it down to sit on, and then I must have got up and then just left it. So if you find a grey David Beckham jumper in Wineglass Bay, keep it on the house. But Yeah, yeah, we just started walking, and mate, it was one of those walks that never ends, and you're just like, oh, we must be getting back soon. We must be getting back, and like half an hour later, you're still going. It must be just around the corner. We got to be close now. And then it's like an hour later, you're still going. It took 4 hours. Yeah, that's my brother. He bought himself a ride-on mower. He sent me a picture. He goes, I bought myself a new present. It was a ride-on lawnmower. And he doesn't even have a lawn. But that's my brother. That's my brother. We've been in Tassie for a week. A week yesterday. We got in last Friday. No, I haven't been recognised down here yet. I've had some people say, "Oh, come over, come and have a beer and come here." So I say, "Rightio, well, we're going to be at this pub at such and such time." Nah, never show up. Nah, never hear from them. So that's why I don't even bother doing meet and greets, mate, because you're just wasting your time. No one ever shows up. No one ever goes. But there are some fans down here. Maybe my clock was on Queensland time or something. I do love daylight saving. Oh man, I wish we had it. It's still daylight at 7:30. And like you, you're thinking, oh look, it's 4 o'clock. Oh, there's this thing there. It's an hour walk. And you think, yeah, that's fine. We've still got 3 hours of daylight, or 4 hours of daylight. God, I wish we had daylight saving. So stupid we don't. Crikey. Back to Brisbane in another week and a half. You're going, what, to Tassie in 2 weeks? Mate, the weather will be probably perfect by then. Yeah, the weather's, it's cold, but, mate, that's why you wear a nice thick jumper. I could have worn shorts a few days. I'm glad I didn't. I just brought long pants, long thin pants, because when you go for walks through bushes and things, you don't have to worry about getting cut by sharp objects. And the sun down here is so hot, mate. I was it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We were sitting at our second place near Port Arthur. This cabin went down to the lake, and we were just sitting there, and it was sunny. And I just shut my eyes and just let the sun hit my face for 5 minutes. That night, my face was red from sunburn, and the sun, mate, it could be freezing cold 1 minute and snowing, but if the sun comes out and it hits you, it feels like someone's whacked a heat lamp on you, and it's like, and you just get really warm. So, like, I'm forever taking this on and off. Like, it'll be cold, and then suddenly it'll get really hot, and I might have to take this off. You guys in Victoria will know how to deal with that. I'm used to it being one temperature, and that's warm. But this taking the jumper on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off, mate. Still, it's exciting. Head up Cascade and Jimmy Bugs. I've already got the bug. I'm drinking the bugs right now. No Tassie Tigers yet. I haven't seen or heard a Tassie Devil, but apparently they're all running around. Darwin in summer, yeah, that'd be pretty hot and humid. Hot and humid. Is it good? Is what good? Tasmania's the best. This James Boag's draft. Beautiful. Tasty. I don't even know what percentage it is, but mate, you can get plastered on this and wake up feeling fine. The water down here is delicious. So made with Tassie, anything made with Tassie water. 4.6%. That's a good alcohol. Oh, the freshwater crayfish, still haven't had one. I still need to have a scallop pie as well. God, I hope I'm going to get a chance to, because we're going, oh no, we're going to Launceston and then we're heading up to the northern tip of Tassie, to wherever that is, Strawn or something. Not too sure what it's called. Yeah, go and grab a scallop pie. There's been a few around, but I've only done one food review in a week. I just haven't had time. Or we've just been too busy. But I've tried to do the shorts instead. I've got about 5 shorts lined up. One today, one tomorrow. Yeah, they seem to be easy. Much easier. Strawny. I prefer stubbies, but these are $52 or something for a 30 pack. You can't get 30 packs of stubbies, so I'd rather get the free 6 pack with when you buy the cans. That's the only reason I get the cans. The extra 6 beers. Why wouldn't you? Cheers. God, this bloody rain. I should have F off. You can't even see the beautiful... It's just blowing in. This veranda's only like this big. Rain's blowing in all over our shoes. I better move those somewhere. There's me empties carton down there. Yeah, the camp kitchen here is really... There's a camp kitchen around the corner, which is yeah, really quite impressive. Went and heated a pie up last night. There's only one oven in there, and at 4:30 I was like, we bought this pie and we realised we didn't have an oven in our room. We're like, oh shit, how are we going to cook the pie? And then I found this camp kitchen. So I went in there 4:30. I thought, right, I'll start heating up the pie before anyone else comes in. Pie was in there for 10 minutes, and some family with kids, about 18 kids, walks in, and they're all making little mini pizzas that they need to heat up in the oven. So anyway, I took my pie out. I said, here you go, feed your kids. No, it's okay. I said, nah, feed them, get rid of them. So then I just hung around there, and I was just sinking about 30 beers. 30 beers in, man, everyone was my friend. I'm only joking. Only had a couple. Yeah, I can't wait to try a scallop pie. Do I not get injured when I burn my fingers, mate? See that? Oh my God, what's wrong with that finger? It's like, it's got a flat patch on it now. I don't remember doing that. It's from touching that frying pan. Anyone gonna focus? Focus. 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 Turn around. And back. No. Ah, there we go. You've been barred from your local pub for 3 months. Oh, gee, I wonder what you got up to. And the pub just opened again. Wow. That's what happens when you're silly. No, Luke Smith, cheers, mate. Shout you a Tassie beer. Cheers. Cheers, Luke. Oh, yeah, Tassie beers, same price everywhere. Like, actually, I've been buying. I was just buying pints. I was just getting pints. I think it was $13 or something. So, we went out in Hobart for a few drinks at bars, but besides that, it's like, well, you go out to a bar and it's going to set you back $50 to $100 every time you step inside one. So I've sort of just stepped away from the bars and just stuck to buying cartons and sitting in our in our accommodation. Or you just go for a walk down the front, mate. I went for a walk down the front today. Got absolutely enjoyed a couple of beers whilst I was walking along the foreshore. Delicious. But thanks, Luke Smith. I will put that wisely. I'm sure I'm going to buy another beer in a pub here, so I will be doing that for sure. Now, I am on the Wi-Fi here for like it's the whole caravan park has one Wi-Fi, so if it's slowing down or something. I don't have any data left on my phone hardly, so I'm trying to save that. I've only got like 2 gigabytes, 2 megabytes. They'll last me another week, so I'm trying to save that. You got barred for abusing your thief neighbour. Jeez. That's no good. Hope I don't get barred from coming to this caravan park ever again. I'll try to, though. Oh, I wish this rain would go away so I could go for a walk. Yeah, I've been doing some massive walks. Oh, it feels so good. Probably a few Tassie tigers running around. Yeah, I've been looking out for a Tassie tiger. They reckon they're extinct, but they can't be. Mate, you stand on top of a mountain in Tasmania and all you see, for as far as the eye can see, is other mountains and just parks. The whole of this island pretty much is just one massive national park, which you got to pay. You got to buy a ticket to go and visit them. But mate, it is like there is so much empty space out here. Like it's unbelievable. Like, I just can't get over. And I come from Queensland, it's a bloody massive state. But up here, mate, it feels like it's bigger. It's just trees and forest as far as you can see. And then beyond that, it's incredible. Incredible. You got a 50th birthday bash tonight. Ooh, are you going to wear my shirt, Smitty? A wobbly table here. Oh. Yeah, I could get used to this cold, I reckon. There's kids running around with their t-shirts and shorts on. There's bloody guys down there fishing in singlets. But if they can do it, mate, these Tasmanians are tough. They are tough. Oh yeah, the I think the cricket was on down here at the Hobart Oval, but no, we didn't get a chance to go to that either. Just been flat out, mate, flat out like a lizard drinking. No, no trouble with floods down here. There was when we just drove to Bay of Fires. Then we had to cross these two bridges that were pretty low, and the water was pretty high. I reckon the water was a foot underneath this bridge. I reckon um, that road will be cut off tomorrow, probably. If it's not, we're going to go back to the Bay of Fires because today, like yesterday, mate, it was so misty. Like Tasmania's got this real haze about it. I don't know if it's humidity or something, but even when it's bright and sunny, there's still a haze. Like nothing's really crisp and clean and clear. But yesterday was so misty. Like we were saying, oh, this must be what Ireland and Scotland's like with the mist and the haze. Who's that, a Subaru? Probably. No, no, it's a Kluger. Yeah, it was so, like you couldn't even see, probably, it wasn't even raining, but you probably could only see 200 metres. It was just this thick, it was like we're in a thick cloud for the whole day. It was eerily wonderful. No, not going to watch any cricket. We've got a TV, but it's only got like 6 channels. And I don't think cricket is one of them. Where in Tassie am I staying? At the moment we're in St Helens. It's near where the Bay of Fires is. Yeah, beautiful coastline. Oh man, we actually found a track today, and we just drove down some track and got to the end, and we were like, oh wow, look at this. It was funny. This waves started rolling in about 600 meters, and they just kept rolling in for like 600 meters all the way to this other beach. And I've never seen anything like it. And then there was these big ocean waves crashing onto the beaches. The beaches here are amazing. White sand. The watercolor's beautiful. If it was in Queensland, mate, and it was 30 degrees every day and the water temp was, 27. Oh, dude. It'd be the best place in the whole world, I reckon. But even though it's, pretty cold, it's still pretty nice. But I was just trying to think, if you were coming down here, what's the things that you should really bring? What I would bring next time? I might have to do a list of what I would do next time that I come to Tasmania. One would probably be get a good pair of hiking boots. I was just wearing my trainers, my runners, and they've been good. But my feet the other day got so tired. Yeah, I haven't really. It's been cold, but it's not too cold. I'll have to think. I'll have to write a list. Yeah, it's quite bearable, this weather. I'm sure in winter it'll be terrible, but I was thinking get a big puffy jacket and waterproof and all that stuff, but really I haven't needed it. I've got another jacket that is okay and seems to do the job, so. But I'll try and think of what you should definitely bring down to Tassie, Luke, if you come down. Make sure you got plenty of data on your phone for starters. Um, but they've got everything here. The only thing they don't have is McDonald's and KFC's every 6 kilometres. So that's good. It's just nice family run takeaways. There's a place in St Helens that we had this seafood chowder at yesterday. Man, it was packed and it was really good food. Just looked awesome. Food here is amazing. Yeah, that's our high car, the Forester. It's been very good so far. Very impressive. Except for the last few days when something's been happening with the ABS brakes, I think. Looks like they have started going on their own. But yeah, it breaks down hills. You set it to like lots of these towns are 40, so you got to do 40. Hell, mate. So I just flick it to 40, and even you're going down a hill, it slows down. Up a hill, it speeds up. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Very comfy. Easy to drive. It does make lots of noises though. Every 5 minutes, or every 30 seconds it goes ping, or beep, 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 boom, boom, boom. You're like, what the hell now? But St Helens is an interesting little town. Not much to look at here, but it is near the Bay of Fires. So, and then we drove a bit further north of the Bay of Fires, and mate, there are houses right on the beach, like waterfront. So much waterfront property. It's like with the most amazing views, and you're just like your jaw just drops, and you think, how lucky are these bastards? They get to wake up to that every day. Incredible. Tassie salmon for tea tonight with mash. Yum. Yeah, we just went to this camp spots, mate. You could just bring your camper van down here, pull ups anywhere, and just camp there for a month. Probably no one would know. But they had this surfing, some fishing club. I think it was a fishing club, and some guy brought in a salmon. It was about this big, like a native Australian salmon. But I thought it was a tailor or something like that. But it didn't look like a salmon. But they said, "Oh no, it's a salmon, mate." I was like, "Wow, nice catch." And they weighed it 730 grams. It weighed. It's a nice fish. Oh, the Bulldog Gin. That's in the black bottle, I think, isn't it? KC burger only in Tasmania. No, I haven't tried that one. Squishy boots a necessity? I don't know. You're working on an Aussie cartoon. If you want to voice a character for it, oh yeah, send me an email. An Aussie cartoon. I've done a few voiceovers for some things. Ads. I did a few ads, and some other things as well. Can't remember now. Oh, some of those channels. Dark Matter. There's a channel, Dark Matter. He makes these cartoon video things. I did a voice of one of his things once. Oh, these were just an ads for like a friend of mine. He owns like a what are those things? Telescope shop or something. And he just wanted an Aussie voice for it. You designed the main family house around my Goldie apartment. No trouble with the rain, except it's fucking annoying. But hopefully this last bit will be blowing over, and it's just this miserable drizzle at the moment. It's just drizzling. But yeah, lots of nice, pretty birds here. Lots of little birds. Very enjoyable. I could play Shrek in the next movie, but I'm too ugly, I think. Very ugly. Way too ugly to play Shrek, mate. He's like half decent looking. My face would curdle milk, unfortunately. Rolo, Melissa's son's house sitting. House is probably destroyed by now. Air conditioner would be getting run 24/7. The heat with the dryer would be on 24/7 with the air conditioner. Lucky I don't pay the electricity bill. Oh, the bogus drafts, yeah, mate. Yeah. 50, oh, how much was this? 30 cans. I got the 30 can carton. I think it was $57. 57. But yeah, it's tasty. It's tasty beer. That's really good. It's very easy to drink. Tastes like beer. And you can wake up without a hangover the next day. I can vouch for that. Only too well. Yeah, I might even have to take it easy tonight. Said no one ever. Cheers. Well, that's my first one. 52 minutes it lasted. Pour it on these plants. It's beautiful. I don't know what plant it is, but that's really nice. It's soft. It looks spiky, but it's very soft and nice ground cover. And I think this is a birch, or not too sure. Oh, Aussie game at 6 p.m. Free to wear. Okay, well, I'll have to kick the missus out. It's only a single room thing. Wonder what she's doing. She's still asleep. Right. Now here's our little apartment. I can hear she's in the shower, so don't rush out of the shower quite yet. Got our coats hung up. There's nowhere to put your luggage, but little kitchenette. That's where the beers are, mate. Oh yeah. But air conditioned, yeah, pretty nice. So that's our view out the window. It was better before, but you could actually see the water. The water's right where that tree is, but it's so the weather's so shitty at the moment. But the Tasman holiday parks. Tasman Holiday Park. Not too bad. Now, I've been staying in moderately, like we did stay at one place that like overlooked, had some really nice mountain views of Wineglass Bay. those mountains there, mate. Fucking amazing. Just so beautiful. And these people get to wake up to that every day. Just amazing. But yeah, another place on a lake, that was nice. This place, yeah, it's alright. It's not too bad. But sort of doing it semi-cheap, but not budget cheap. Oh yeah, went to ship stands. Saw some waves. You could just see that big thing just... Mind you, you're a kilometre away from it, but you can still see how big it is. Loving Tassie, Anthony. Loving it. I'd move down here if I could. We're in St Helens at the moment, heading to Launceston tomorrow. Left-hand twister at KFC. Man, KFC's gone right down the shitter. It's hardly edible nowadays. Give me the local takeaway burger shop every day of the week. Cheers. I did want to go for a walk around and show you, but it's too wet. Weather's crap. But hey, when you're on holidays, it doesn't matter. What time is it? Has cricket started yet? Oh, 5. Cricket will be on in an hour, I think. Depends what part of 6 o'clock the cricket starts. But it's 5 o'clock here in Hobart, and if the sun was out, the sun would still be up, like right up there. Love daylight saving. Oh God, it's getting a bit fucking dull, mate. Bloody freezing. Beers with the neighbours. Yeah. No, well, they've got kids there. You can see all the bikes. They got screaming kids over there. They got kids over there. They got kids over there. No, they're all from Tasmania too. We got an empty unit next to us today. Maybe someone will rock up. So the cheerleading squad might rock up and want to have some beers or something. So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how that goes down. St Mary's Pass is cool. It's not too expensive. I mean, what I would say if you're going to come down here, find your local town and fill your petrol tank up, because it's 20 cents a litre more expensive everywhere else, like up here and stuff. And also, if you're going to head north on the coast, go and do lots of shopping and buy lots of stuff, because all you're going to get is the odd IGA every now and then. So, and that's might be a bit more expensive because you're out in the sticks. So, but besides that, I mean, it's what you'd expect. It's what you'd expect. Scamander fried chicken, eh? Cox played about to jump. Yeah, the IGA, it was in... There's some cheap stuff. We've got cheap stuff from the IGA. Managed to survive anyway. Although when you do go to the IGA, you don't expect to walk out of there spending less than $50. And then you just get a tiny little bag full of stuff that lasts you half a day. And you're like, fuck. Box plate. What's that? The horse racing? Anyway, I've been going for 1 hour. The misso looks like she's up and she'll want to start doing stuff now and doing things. No Aldi's in IG, no Aldi's or Red Roosters down here. That's all right. But I just thought I'd drop in, pop in, say good day, do a little bit of a catch up, and hope everyone's fine. So on that note, I'll say catch you later. I was going to take you for a walk around, but it's too wet and it's still raining. Off to the lawn session tomorrow, so that should be fun. I did see legs and breasts in Hobart, still didn't get to it. Not sure if I will, this trip at least. I thought maybe I could come back on my own and so I can just do food reviews constantly. But it's a bit hard when you're not down here to do as many as it's too hard. It's too hard. But anyway, I'll catch up with you next time I get a chance and some Wi-Fi. At some stage along the way. Hopefully it's a nice somewhere that's got a nice beautiful aspect. But yeah, I've got lots of shorts coming up. Like every day, hopefully there's a little shorts video, something I eat that day. But until then, thanks for watching. Have fun. Stay dry. And I'll see you next time for my next live stream. Catch you then.